Hey everybody, Goldie here, and today we're taking a look at the newest batch of characters in WWE Champions. We have seen Terry Funk, we have seen Liv Morgan, and my personal favorite, the one I have been looking forward to the most. I was recently second row at a Monday Night Raw where she wrestled Rhea Ripley. So very, very, very excited for the addition of impressive Indy Hartwell. Again, huge fan. Very, very excited to have her in the game. She is a defensive modern era acrobat. The fact that she's an acro is a question mark, but I digress. 26k trainer ability. Blue gems do 40% more damage, and moves that generate green gems will create 3 more green gems. Links, modern era gems do 5% more damage, just the one standard set of gear. Would love to see them add an index link for silence gem damage because both her and Dexter have that available to them. Couple different builds we're going to take a look at. The first is going to be the super sub build available at 4-star. The finisher, the springboard elbow drop 10 MP, deal 489,569 damage, make 25 silence gems into yellow gems, and pin the opponent. Yellow 2, the sleeper hold submission 6 MP, generate 35 random submission gems, and do 531,463 damage for 6 turns. That's the base. That is the base damage. Remaining submission gems turn into silence gems. Yellow 1, the ripcord knee strike 6 MP, deal 264,367 damage, and choose 6 gems to make into blue. So I'm going to run this spec twice. The first is going to be with super sub trainers and coaches. Kofi for yellow MP. Damage-wise, because my Tatanka only gives 65% to the yellow submission, Zombie AJ is more beneficial to me. If you had Tatanka for the 100%, I would use him instead. But Zombie AJ is going to give us 3 more turns. Tech Drew for 50% more damage and 1 more turn. If you have Logan Paul, he would give you an extra turn and 50% more damage. As it stands, I'll be using Shelton for the 20. So we're doing 903,000 damage for 10 turns. For the belt, I have it set up for when I switch over to the gem damage build with the submission. Fury 2's 30% gem damage on the belt bonus, and the Ronda's jacket plate. Whenever you generate 3 or more submission gems, increase your yellow and black gem damage by 100% for 2 turns. Again, that's going to be more beneficial in the second run of this build. The first, we're just going to go full sub damage, about 9 million on the sub. So we need 2-3 matches. I'm going to put these out first. Play it safe on the top row. So sleeper hold 903k for 10 turns. She's not going to have MP. Entering the I need another escape artist plate meta with the women's game with how strong these subs are for her and Liv. Again, we don't have a ton of the silence gems on the board still because we're doing a sub damage build, but this is going to be how you recycle it. We have the finisher doing 1.1 million damage. I have a decent blue percent for Fury 2. Springboard elbow drop animation looks really cool. They did fantastic with her character model. Everything about it is wonderful. But that is the super sub. Let's switch over for gem damage. So now let's take a look at this build, but with some silence gem, yellow gem damage entourage. We're still using Kofi for the yellow MP. We're bringing in Rosie for 100% more damage to the silence gems. Hall of Fame Taker for 12,000 flat to the yellows, and MVP because it is a 6-turn sub. So reducing it by 2 turns, 4 is still enough to drain the MP, and we're trying to leave as many of these silence gems on the board as possible. And again, the Ronda's Jacket plate, whenever you generate 3 or more submission gems, increase your yellow and black gem damage by 100% for 2 turns. So we're doing 38,000 on the yellow gems right now. I'm going to go ahead and lay those out. That was almost a disaster. Almost. Sleeper hold submission. So about 2 million damage still. 531k for 4 turns. Got a nice little chunk down here. So 50,000 to the yellows. We don't have a yellow silence right now to look at, but make 25 into silence gems. Well, 61,000 it looks like. So 2 mil. And then a recycle. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world at all. Gonna go ahead and put out the sub again. We're gonna lose a stack, but it happens. This probably isn't the gem damage build we'd be running with her anyways. This is more of a super sub friendly build. Yep, so 61k on the silence gems. But again, want to show it because it's a preview, so may as well look at all the options. So 2.3. Decent damage output. It recycles. There's definitely better females for the Ronda's Jacket plate, though. But let's shift focus. We've looked at super sub. We've looked at silence gem damage. Let's go take a look at her multiply gems. Now we're going to switch over to the multiply gems, and we have a lot of different combinations we can do with the red and blue moves here. The first we're going to take a look at, available at 3-star. She has a second finisher, which is the rocket kick. That's the 3-star move. 8 MP, deal 254,074 damage. Make 25 multiply gems into blue gems and pin the opponent. Big Boot is red 1, 6 MP, deal 289,729 damage, and choose 5 gems to make into 1-turn countdown gems that will make 6 random gems into multiply gems of strength 4. And the running hip attack, 6 MP, that's the blue 2 move, deal 186,637 damage, and choose 6 gems to make into red gems. This is also a reversal move. Again, defensive and chaotic. Get the reversals based on a stipulation that your opponent must meet. So the opponent generates at least 1 multiply gem. Indy Hartwell will deal 150,000 damage and steal the opponent's turn. So we did find a multiply gem opponent for this match. Entourage for this, we're going full countdowns with the Z plate. Lawler for blue, Cena, I'll click on Cena, for 1 countdown gem, Jimmy for 1 countdown gem, and then Zombie Bianca to generate 3 more reds because we're going to be setting up 5-match, 3-match. So if we have a completely dry board, it's going to give us some options there. And again, the ultimate opportunist Z plate, whenever you make 4 or more countdown gems, increase your gem damage by 50% and reduce your opponent's gem damage by 35% for 2 turns, doing that with some Fury 2s. And going against Trish Stratus, so I'm going to take a couple swipes to get her loading up her multiply gem move just so we can see how it works. She's going to want some red matches, so we're going to try to take things from her. Yay! All right. I'm going to take her yellow match too, because why not? And And stolen. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. My turn. Now, we're not going to have the pin bar to do the 5-match, 3-match here, so I'm just going to make a 5. I'm going to plug in the red gems everywhere else, because if we can land some red gems on cascades, that would be great. And we cascaded anyways. Whatever. Anyways. Multiply gems out. Because we're using the Z plate, I am going to put out some more countdowns just to double stack the plate a little bit. 206k on the blue gems. Gonna make 25 into blue. I'm thinking maybe we could use NXT Seth instead of Jimmy Uso just to get more blue gems out of this. So probably going to run that again. 11 turns? Excuse me? Girl, what? And that's base. Okay, that is all right. I learned something today. Nah. And I no sold it because I'm impressive. There's a lot of multiply gems on the board here. I don't think I'm going to be able to get away with any of this 5-match, 3-match fancy stuff, so let's just do that. Thank you, Tour Perks. Appreciate you, homie. That worked. I'm going to run this again, and I'm going to use less countdown entourage and more blue gem damage. So let's run this back real quick. All right, let's run this back. I took out Jimmy and Cena. I've brought in NXT Seth for 4 more blue gems, and I brought in King Sheamus for the flat 12,000. Again, if you have Memrock, use Memrock. I am not one of those people that has him. But now that we've seen how the reversal works, I'm just going to go ahead and set myself up for turn 1. Famous last words. So 3-match, and then give ourselves a 5-match to trigger everything. So 5 countdown gems, making 6 randoms. So we're making 30 with making 30 multiplies, and then we're turning 29 of them into blue. I feel like that's a lot more feasible and naturally. That's fine. I'll just put the countdowns out again. Okay, or boo this woman. I'm going to put them on blue because we're going to, you know. So 220, and we should get all of them. So this should be better. Also, no rocket kick animation. Hopefully that's something the team looks into, because I kind of want to see, is it like a middle rope kick? Like missile drop kick of sorts? What's the difference between a missile drop kick and a rocket kick? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, let's go take a look at another multiply build. Last build we're going to take a look at is very similar, but instead of using countdown gems, we're bringing in the stun gun, which is the 6 MP move. 6 MP, 6-star move, 8 MP, deal 301,714 damage, and choose a 5x4 area to make into multiply gems of strength 5. I do want to point out, when she first came out, she had 3 finishers, and we were like, why does she have 3 finishers? 2 of them are like the same. So they did change one of them to the vertical suplex. This is the 5-star move. It's 4 MP. deal 149,309 damage, and increase your red MP by 3. I'm not going to be using it in this build because I really just prefer the control over choosing and being able to make 5 matches, but did want to point out that that is an option as well. Entourage for this, Lawler for blue MP, Solo for 50% more blue gem damage and an increase to multiply gem strength, King Sheamus for the flat 12,000 to blue, and then Hall of Fame Snoop for 20% more damage to blue and red. Again, if you have Mem Rock, please use Mem Rock. I've tweaked the metals a little bit to get more blue gem damage, and I'm bringing in the Pyro Princess Plate. Whenever you make 6 or more multiply gems, increase your blue gem damage by 50% for 2 turns. And I'm hoping we can get this multiply gem move out twice on turn 1 and then go for a big boom that recycles. So let's see. All right. So 3 match and 5 match. Now keep in mind, I do have max tour perks. This wouldn't work in a feud with this entourage, but I still want to, show how it goes. You would need Showboat Montez or Acro X-Pac or NW Hogan or a line bonus. Can't really replicate feud perks and can't turn off my tour perks for a preview. So we're just gonna have to use our imaginations here. I know it's hard sometimes, but we're just gonna have to believe and imagine. So 69k, nice. No Cascade, nice. Make another 5x4 Aria. Shout out to Gerson, nice. So 78k on the blue times 6, 469, nice. Rocket kick time. What we doing? Nice! 16 mil? I'll take that. I'll take that. Shotzi who? I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to start a who's better debate. But I'm an Indy mark. So like that. Oh man. I need this card. Let's go wrap things up. So that concludes our first look at Indi Hartwell. Impressive. Yes, you have to say it like her theme song. And impressive indeed. Big fan of this character. Again, I'm an Indy mark, so take that for what it's worth. But I feel like her character model is great. The poster art is great. And they made her, she's got a bunch of different builds. We never even looked at this move, the vertical suplex, but you could incorporate that for sure. There's just so much you could do with her. They're really fun. I'm happy they did her justice. But let me know what you think in the comments of this video. Hopefully we get an Index tag link because Index forever. Big fan of that storyline as well. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch. Be sure to like, share with your friends, and subscribe so you're notified when my next gameplay video comes out. Thank you again for watching, and thank you for being impressive.